بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. Question says, نويت إن استيقظت في منتصف الليل أن أصلي الوتر، وعندما استيقظت مبكرا صليت قبل أن أصلي الوتر، لكن أخذني الوقت قبل أن أصلي الوتر فأذن الفجر، فهل أصلي الوتر بعد دخول صلاة الفجر أو أصلي الفجر وأترك الوتر لما بعد الصلاة? The question says, it was my intention to wake up in the middle of the night and make my witr prayer. And when I woke up early, I prayed before I made the witr. However, I ran out of time. I didn't have enough time to make the witr until the adhan for Fajr came. It was time to make Salat al-Fajr. So therefore, I did not make my witr at night time. That was my intention to do so. What should I do now? Am I to make witr before Fajr? The Fajr time is in now. The adhan has been made. I have not yet made Fajr. Should I make witr first? Or should I make Fajr and then perform the witr after Salat al-Fajr? Meaning after Fajr, before the sunrise. As if I'm between a rock and a hard place. What should I do? The answer states, الجواب إذا أذن الفجر ولم يوتر الإنسان أخره إلى الضحى بعد أن ترتفع الشمس فيصلي ما تيسر. يصلي 2 أو 4 أو أكثر. 2 فإذا كانت عادته 3 ولم يصليها في الليل صلاها الضحى 4 بتسليمتين. وإذا كانت عادته 5 ولم يتيسر له فلم يتيسر فعلها في الليل لمرض أو نوم أو غير ذلك صلاها الضحى 6 ب3 تسليمات وهكذا. Answer states that when it's time for Fajr, the adhan has been made, or in many countries there is no formal adhan. There may not be an actual adhan. It's time for the adhan. Your alarm goes off. The app goes off on your phone or your tablet or your computer. It's time for Fajr. And the person did not make witr. Then they are to delay the witr until the duha time. Until time for Salat al-Duha. After the sun has risen, obviously 15 minutes, 20 minutes after the sun rises, time for the Eid prayer. When it's duha time, then you are to make your missed witr. And you pray whatever you have the ability to pray at that time. Whether you pray 2 rak'ah, 4, or more than that. But you should offer the rak'at in pairs. The prayer should be made in units and in pairs. So if you normally make 3 units for witr at nighttime, then you're going to make 4 in the daytime. Okay, I normally make 3 at nighttime for my witr. I'm now making them up at the duha time. And I'm not going to make 4, he says, but I'm not going to make 3, he says, but to make them in 4, in 2 units. So 4 rak'at, splitting them in half with the taslima, salaming out after 2 rak'ah, and then making the next 2 rak'ah. So a person, another example, he says a person normally makes 5 rak'at at nighttime, but he couldn't make them at nighttime. A person was sick, a person was tired, sleepy, or my baby kept me up, the baby was crying, and anything happened, an emergency, I just overslept, whatever prevented you from making the witr at nighttime, then you are to make them up at the duha time, So if a person normally made 5 at night, in the duha time, he's going to go to the closest even number. So he's going to go to the closest even number, which is going to be 6. And so on and so forth, etc. لأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كان يفعل ذلك إذا شغله عن وتره في الليل نوم أو مرض. The reason behind this, he says, is because this is what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to do. Whenever he could not make witr at night, he was preoccupied, he was asleep, he was sick, ill. كان يوتر ب11 فإذا شغله مرض أو نوم صلاها من النهار 12 ركعة. So the 11 that he used to make at night, if he did make them at nighttime, he will make them up by offering 12 during the daytime. He will make 12 rak'at during the time of duha. هكذا قالت عائشة رضي الله عنها فيما رواه الشيخان البخاري ومسلم عنها وهذا هو المشروع للأمة اقتداء به عليه الصلاة والسلام. This is what Aisha has narrated. Hadith is collected by Imam al-Bukhari and Imam Muslim. That Aisha radiallahu anha reported this what the Prophet used to do. He normally made 11 at nighttime. And if he didn't make them at nighttime, he would make 12 in the daytime. And this is what the Ummah, the Muslims who follow Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam should do and take his example. And this fatwa is given here by Sheikh Abdul Aziz ibn Abdullah ibn Baz rahimahullah ta'ala. A few points of consideration or reflection. Number one is we see that the Sheikh mentioned that the witr at nighttime is not just made with one rak'ah, but there are other styles and there are other options of offering the witr prayer. What's important is that the witr prayer should be odd, whether it's one rak'ah, the minimum, 3, 5, 7, 9. What's important is that the witr does not just have to be one rak'ah, but it is to be odd, and obviously it has a higher or larger number than just one, as long as it's odd, etc. How do you make the taslim with the witr? Those things have been explained in other classes and lessons and workshops. What's important is that there are different styles of offering salatul witr. And when a person misses the witr and they normally would make the witr, they're allowed to make it up during the daytime, but after the duha prayer, according here to this fatwa by Shaykh ibn Baz rahimahullah ta'ala, and Allah Azza wa Jalla surely knows best.